Hello, everybody. We are live. This is the first Canadiens game of the year, and we're live. Probably not the best way I wanted to come up live for the first game, but the NHL is back. I have to be happy about this. The NHL is back, at least, I'm going to say right away, it was a great game. I'm going to take my mask off. But it was a great game. Montreal fought hard. Toronto fought just a little bit harder, and they won. The Canadiens fought hard. The Canadiens fought hard, but the Leafs fought harder, and they won because of it. It was quite frankly, it was a really, really great game. I'm going to read the comments. This was rigged. It was rigged, to be honest. Habs, I don't think it was rigged. I will get into it, though. GG. Drew, thank you very much for the GG. Appreciate it. Because we should have had that. We had many scoring chances. And we had stupid penalty calls. Toronto kept doing stuff and didn't get a penalty. I did see that both sides. I'll honestly say both teams, Toronto and Montreal, they both had penalties that should have been called but weren't. Toronto had some trippings that they should have had called against them. Montreal had a couple tripping and hooking penalties occasionally that should have gotten called. I'm gonna try and tilt the camera. There we go. Very, very well. GG, thank you, Nikki. It was offside. Devin's vlogs, did they call back the goal, or are you just saying it was offside? Devin's vlog, just clarify that a bit, because if I'm missing the real end of the game, that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck if I'm missing the real end of the game. Rip, Marcus Hunt, thank you. Darkness, I had a mask on just as a little funny thing to start the video. Plus, I want to show off the mask I got for Christmas. It was a good game, Marcus Hunt. Suzuki is a stud. We will get into that for sure. Kate Berry, unfortunately, I did see the Pens lost again 6-3 to the Philadelphia Flyers. Opened the scoring, or opened the NHL season, which I was very surprised they went with that instead of Habs and Leafs, but I do understand why they went with Flyers and Penguins instead. So close to Blues hockey, Darkness. Tomorrow, I believe they play, right? Yeah, Marcus, your Golden Knights finally named a captain. That's awesome. Thank you, Nick P. Appreciate the GGs and GGs, Leafs. We're gonna get into the game, for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, true. They play the Avalanche. I'm stupid. Fucking dummy. Mark Stone. Yeah, hell yeah, Marcus Hunt. Habs look good. Both teams looked great tonight. I will admit, both teams looked really, really good tonight. I'm gonna get into the game now because I took very happily. I'm very happy. I took a lot of notes. I think I might be better this year than I was last year personally. And actually have something new to introduce this year. Holy shit, it's 4-0 Tampa already. Marcus, thank you. Actually, two things to introduce. But first, I do want to say, if you guys can see the screen a little bit, unfortunately, I do not have a board behind me. I do have fingers, though. Very, very delicious chicken tenders, actually. I do not have the board behind me. I don't have the board behind me. That is because the streams probably look terrible. However, if you guys want, and I'm going to ask you guys in the comments before I get into the review, and before I reply to any more comments, would you guys be fine with me partly using the big ass not donor board of non-donations as the thing behind me that I refer to once in a while, since I did it last season with another board I had? Sorry about my hair, by the way. I showered before the game, and it's all foofy right now. But would you guys want to see the big ass not donor board of non-donos used in some way for the game? The only thing is I would have to try and make room for more donos in case I get any. Which, by the way, PayPal in the description. Oh, ow. Oh, that hurt. I just fucking put my knee in my subwoofer. That hurt. But let me know, guys. Crosby, yeah, Kate Berry. Crosby did look good, man. Hey, Salty Wings, don't worry, man. Hey, Harry 1.0. Yeah, Randy N, we did get a point. We are second. We did get a point. We are second in the North Division technically until Edmonton or Vancouver win. Then we will be third, unless another one will be fourth. But either way, it's nothing to worry about. Technically, it's one game, even though they all do technically matter. It's still only one game, you know. You did steal Suzuki from me, Salty Wings. Habs didn't deserve. I mean, you can't really say they didn't deserve this loss. Like, I mean, neither team deserved to lose tonight. Rather, I'd be saying the same thing personally if the Habs won. No, Leafs didn't deserve to lose. Both teams played incredibly well. The Leafs did get lucky, partly because of Byron, I will say. I wouldn't say John laughed at us. I wouldn't say John laughed at us. I think he was more laughing at me because we're gonna have this little like kind of rivalry going on this season. You guys can see my fat fingers. As a longtime Harry fan, hey, thank you, Marcus. I appreciate you. The board is iconic, man. The board is absolutely iconic. I gotta find the one I was using last year because I might just try and use that one actually. I kind of want to go in my little cubby hole and try and fetch that one. See if I can erase the shit that's on there now. I think it's actually from last year. I might try and erase that and whatever. Hell yeah, more bleu blanc et rouge. Yeah, Randy, I need to get more bleu blanc et rouge around my room. Like I want to try and get like maybe some type of Habs posters. I might actually put my Habs posters behind me. I might move this, put my Habs posters up. Definitely want to look at doing that. Okay, guys. Yeah, exactly, Marcus. Thank you, guys. Chill out. It was a fair game. Penalties on both sides were missed. I did say that. I did say that, Marcus. Thank you for backing me up. As Bergevin is absolutely a genius. The dude somehow builds this fantastic team. It is only a game. We did lose the game, but it is only one game in the season. You know, if we somehow knock on wood, if we somehow lose our first 7, then it looks a little iffy. But I don't think that'll happen. Hey, Kim, Isles Girl 3 in the chat, boys. Hey, the beautiful thumbnail. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, Kim. I'll be the first to admit, yeah, the Anderson trade looks fantastic, Marcus. And guys, what did I tell you guys? I told you guys when we made the trade, we're gonna. I told you guys, Anderson should look good. Bergevin's not stupid. He's not gonna pull Sidney Crosby for Cody Ceci. You know, he's not gonna do a trade like that, for example. You know, and look at that. Anderson's got 2 points. Domi's got none. Who's the bum now? I couldn't even make it through without laughing. No, but seriously, Anderson gets 2 goals tonight, arguably a goal and assist, but we'll get to that. But the fact that Anderson got 2 goals tonight, he topples last year's where he only had 1 goal in 26 games. That's nuts. Like, honestly, I'm not going to – technically, he's on pace for 110 goals. I think he could get 20, maybe, if we're lucky. I think he could get 20. I think he could have maybe a 15-goal season. I'd put that personally. Blaming Byron. Randy, and I'm not blaming Byron for every goal. It's the last goal I'm blaming him on. I'll get to that in my notes, but I have to blame him on that last goal. You almost have to, in my opinion. If we had Perry instead of Byron, Habs, I don't know if we absolutely would have won, but it might have made it a little less painful, our loss. I gotta start reading these comments faster. I gotta get into my notes. Habs played really well. Power play was good. Exactly, Randy. And we played really, really well. The power play was really good. The fact we went 0-12 against the Penguins in the play-ins, and then this year we go so far. I think it's 2 for 3 now. The fact we did that is fantastic so far. They're not fat fingers. They're pigs in blankets. Hey, thank you, Kim. Appreciate it. Hey, Rich J, let's go. The burger brand. I'm upset. Hey, Habs. You know I can't blame you, man. I can't really change your mind, I don't think, but you know what? I understand. Josh Anderson did come out of nowhere, Salty Wings, man. Like, honestly, I probably should have picked him up in fantasy. Really, really sad I didn't though. But I mean, hey, there's more Anderson to come for sure. Yeah, Dottius Toast, thank you for coming to the stream, man. Yeah, shout out to the boys that couldn't watch. Max Domi, yeah, exactly. Domi hasn't played yet. My updated North Division rankings. Ottawa, Vancouver. Wow. Vancouver, Winnipeg, Edmonton, Montreal, Calgary, Toronto. Hey, thank you, Marcus. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know about that. Exactly, Rich J. If Dano, I agree. If Dano wants a raise, he has to score on some of these breakaways, man. Like I'll get into it for sure, but that was not a great chance on the breakaway for Dano at all. It was slow motion. He literally looked like he was playing NHL 2002. And when you're on a breakaway, it goes into that slow motion cam, and it honestly looked like Dano was in NHL 2002. If any of you guys know what I'm talking about, that's awesome. Most of you guys probably do. I took Anderson as a mid-round pick. Hey, let's go, Darkness. 20-man league. I couldn't imagine being in a 20-man league. Like just being in a 14-man league, it like hurts when like the 11th round, you're like, who do I pick? And then you just pick someone random, and it's like, fuck, I forgot about this person. Thoughts on Romanov? Kid looked great out there. Zach Favreau. I believe your name is Favreau. We're no relation to John, I take it. No, but seriously, Romanov looked great out there. He looked like he's really adapting to the North American ice surfaces. He's really adapting his style to the NHL really, really quickly. He had a lot of really good plays. He got an assist tonight. Spoilers, but he looked really, really solid personally. But yeah, he looked fantastic. Romanov, I think he's going to be a really solid top 4 defenseman for the Montreal Canadiens. Maybe top 2, potentially. I'm going to say top 4 though. You should have heard. I don't think I did hear, but I don't think he's laughing at the Canadiens, man. I don't think he would do that, knowing that I'm a part of that fandom. Nice Favre. Hey, thank you, Dadius. Nice Favre reference. Thank you, man. Dano could have scored. Ref could have gotten out of the way of Dano's shot. Randy, and what do you mean? Are you talking about the breakaway in overtime? I don't think, unless there's another chance that I did miss. I felt hurt. Hey, Habs, I didn't hear what he said. If you could tell me what he said, then I can judge for myself. Yeah, didn't expect Dano to score. Like, it sucks. I wish he could have scored as well. He was definitely tired. I think he was playing nearly 24, 25 minutes at that point. But yeah, he was definitely tired. Oh yeah, definitely, Dadius. These North Division games are going to be really, really fun to watch for sure. Dano had all the time of the world, Rich J, and especially when Anderson like went down and his pads were staying down, I was like, Dano, just snipe it, and then he shot it wide, and I was like, fuck. Hey, Dadius, you'll be back. Hey, all right, no problem, man. Yeah, it takes some things I would rather not say to manage. I agree. Yeah, exactly. A Habs fan should cheer on the Habs, not play the blame game. We're not going to win all 50 games. I'll take the 1 point. Randy, and I agree, but actually, I forgot about a comment that was right up here. What Miss Isles Girl 3 said. I don't think she's in the chat still. But she said one game is insanely important in 56 games, and I think so as well. It could be, we could look at the end of the year, if knock on wood, we missed the playoffs by say 1 point, and if we got that 1 point, we would have gotten in over the 4th seed. People are going to look back at this game and say, if Dano scored on that breakaway, we would have made the playoffs. If Byron doesn't do what he does, which we'll get into later, then we could have won. If Byron stays on for what happens, then we maybe won. We maybe win. Who knows? We still maybe would have lost. Who knows? Hey, Frederick. Zach Favreau, nice to see you here. Hey, Zach Favreau. Frederick, do you guys know each other? That's sick. Let's go. Yeah, Rich J, I do agree the PK needs some work. I would argue especially that 5-on-3 PK needs some work. But personally, I personally think it's nothing like too bad, but it does need some work. I do think it needs some work, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's like you said, Rich J, it could be better, but it wasn't entirely awful tonight. It was mostly the 5-on-3 that it was just Jesus. Toro Bros, lucky goal number 4. Randy and who? Toro Bro? My prediction for each Canadian team. Kachuk with 73. Jesus. Matthews 81. Most of those are probably going to be goals. Patterson 75. McDavid 98. In 56 games? I don't know about that. Thank you guys, by the way, for the 10 likes. Holy shit, that's nuts. Let's go, boys. I like that like a year ago I was freaking out over 10 likes, and now it's like, hey guys, thank you so much. Like, it's really surreal for me that I'm able to like almost consistently get 10 likes. So thank you guys. I really appreciate that a lot. Winnipeg, Blake Wheeler for 72. Wow. Brady Kachuk with 59. That sucks. All right, boys, let's finally get into the actual notes that I took down 15 minutes into the game. Montreal Gallagher 50. Oh, wow, Marcus. Big rips. And do you think there will be a lot more fights this year as teams play more games against each other? Zach Cravro, I think almost 100% there's going to be more fights. Not just in the North Division, but overall, like across the entire league, there will be more fights, I think. I think when you're playing a team 8 or 9 times, and some of those times it's 3 or 4 times in a row, you're 100% going to want to fight someone. Like, that's why I'm surprised we didn't play Corey Perry tonight, honestly. And that's what we saw with Simmons. You know, Simmons, as Mr. Hot Take Hockey, I'm not going to take credit for this, Mr. Hot Take Hockey said, and he believes that the Simmons fight, when Simmons fought Ben Sherratt, that 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 kind of changed the game for the Maple Leafs, is what John from Hatakaki said. But I personally think there's going to be a lot more fights regardless on whether you're turning a game around or you just hate someone so much that you're like, I want to fight them, and you go and do that. The viewers are climbing. Damn, we got 12. Hey, let's go. Thank you guys. Hell yeah. Doubt that anyone will look at the first game as the turning point of the season. Randy, and I don't think people are going to look at it as the turning point, but I think more so just they're going to look at it. If we miss the playoffs by 1 point, they're going to look back at this game especially and say, hey, Montreal could have made the playoffs if this doesn't happen in this game, And a lot of people are going to do that with different games for their teams, like if, for example, like Byron, if he doesn't go for a line change on a 2-on-1, then who knows? Maybe Montreal ends up winning that game, If Danault scores on his breakaway and finds a way to score on, if he finds a way to score on that breakaway in overtime, maybe the Habs win, or maybe the Habs would win, I don't think it's going to be necessarily the turning point. Just like, hey, if we win here, we could make the playoffs, or we could have made the playoffs, for example. I think McDavid will rip the whole Canadian. Damn, Marcus, that's surprising. I think it's going to be Draisaitl personally. What happened to Matthew's stick, Marcus? Yeah, oh yeah, I did see Toronto's fourth goal. It did go off a ref. It didn't go off a ref. It was off a ref, and VC picked it up. But we'll get into that in a few minutes. Hey, McDry, welcome to the stream, brother. No show Joe. Can't keep up with Habs speed. Hey, Rich J, man. I like Joe Thornton. I really like Joe Thornton. But damn, yeah, that honestly sucks that Jumbo Joe couldn't keep up with the Canadiens. Yesterday was good, finally. Hey, let's go, Darkness. You got the All-Star package. Personally, I'm not a fan of it. Mostly because there's a lot of inconsistent bugs. Mario Galaxy 2 is not on there. There's a lot of conversion issues, but you know what? Hey, if you enjoy it, Darkness, that's all on you, man. That's 100% awesome. If you enjoy the game, I personally don't think I would, because I would prefer to play those on original hardware or get a good enough computer. No, but seriously, if ever I get a good enough computer to play GameCube and Wii games, then I'd play them on there. But you know what? Hey, if you enjoy Darkness, that's awesome. Leafs over the Canadiens all day. Hey, Pewitt Construction, welcome to the stream, man. If you're a Leafs fan, welcome. I accept all Habs here. All Habs here. I accept all fans of any NHL team here. I am a Habs primary channel for hockey. However, I don't mind if you're a Leafs fan, Islanders fan, Panthers fan, Hurricanes fan. If you're any fans, I don't mind. If you want to listen to me talk about the Habs, that's awesome. I'm really happy about that. I'd rather get a Josh Anderson for goals than yep, exactly, Randy. Me too. I'd rather get Josh Anderson for goals, while he can also fight, than Simmons, who is purely just for fighting. I personally would rather that as well. Imagine Cassian versus Perry. Oh, Perry would destroy Cassian, dude. Cassian would destroy him. Hey, Cassian couldn't fight Matthew Tkachuk without blindsiding him, so I'm gonna make hey, Habs, you don't need to make an apology video, man. If you felt you were hurt by his words, that's perfectly fine, man. Like, if not perfectly fine, but like that sucks that you felt that way. But you shouldn't apologize for the way you feel about someone, Byron Domi Petrie, yeah, it was a dominant force in overtime. In overtime, I don't know what that was weird the way I phrased that, or the way I had that sound. But yeah, Byron Domi Petrie was a dominant force last year in overtime. I understand. I definitely do understand that they were kind of a dominant force last year in overtime, but Domi's gone. Byron kind of has some speed left. Petrie is still really solid. I do think Byron can be solid if he stops line changing at wrong times. And Petrie, he's really solid. Petrie is really solid. Defensively at times, and offensively most of the time, which is funny because I don't think he got a point tonight. No, but no, he did. He did get a point. He got 2 points actually. But yeah, Anderson is a beast. Ryan L, welcome to the stream, man. Jesus, this 5-0 Tampa. Are we in the third period yet, or are we in the second? Are we in the second? Are we in the second period, or are we in the third? Because this is embarrassing. Overall, an OT game showed the cobwebs of a short preseason. No preseason game and cobwebs. Oh, okay. Showed the cobwebs of a short preseason. No preseason games and cobwebs. Yeah, I agree, Randy. And I mean, I don't really know if I don't know if you're saying like a game that went to overtime. I don't know if you mean that like because we went to overtime it showed cobwebs, or being in overtime showed that we had cobwebs. I think both teams had cobwebs for sure, and I definitely think both teams are gonna rebound. Both teams look fantastic in my opinion. I do think both teams will easily be able to like control the amount of shots and control the amount of chances that other teams are going to get. I think Montreal-Toronto, though, is going to be incredibly fun personally. And the fact Montreal plays 3 of the next 4 against Vancouver, I'm going to go on a hot take. I think that's going to be a fantastic rivalry this year. Like, that's going to be fantastic. And I'm going to be honest, I'm expecting some blowouts both ways. I'm expecting Montreal to blow out Vancouver one night and then Vancouver to come back and blow out Montreal the next, honestly. For some reason, Montreal-Vancouver has that feel to me. There's going to be blowouts. There's going to be lots of fights. It's going to be a fantastic series, personally. He called me a troll. Hey, you know what? That sucks, Habs, man. That sucks. I think he remembers that Nick Suzuki thing you did. Duran didn't give away the 4th goal. He shot it off and it went off, or he shot it in his own zone. It went off a ref, and Jimmy Vesey just put it in. We'll get to that, though. Byron should get traded. I agree. We all know McKinnon would destroy. I don't know about that, man. McDry. I mean, you guys lost to Joel Kiviranta. Suzuki goal was great, man. I agree, McDry. Actually, Suzuki apparently wasn't his goal. It was Anderson's goal, so he assisted on that. Duran got 3 assists. Did I miss something? I saw he only got 2. Did they change one of the assists to him? We in the 3rd, 2nd intermission, and what? No. Oh, we're in the 3rd, 2nd. No, we're in the 3rd. I'll take it as we're in the 3rd, 2nd intermission. 420-69. Thank you, Darkness. Yeah, we did shut down Matthews and Marner, Ryan L. I mean, I'm kind of happy. I'll admit I am kind of happy Nylander scored 2 goals and got an assist because of my fantasy league. But aside from that, I am really sad as a Habs fan that Nylander scored 2 goals and got an assist. I say Montreal, yeah, Habs, me too, man. He was never around when I was the fake. No, but I told him. He was in my Discord at that time. Now it is. Oh, okay, now it's the 3rd period. McDry, I never said I'm making a TikTok. When did I say I'd make a TikTok? I don't even have a phone to make a TikTok. I mean, my parents have a phone. I don't have a phone myself, though. So finally getting to my notes, 20 minutes in, I'm going to try and rush through these a little bit. Before the game, I have to officially announce hockey is back after it's kind of done. If you look on Twitter and look on the lineups, I did it. Forwards, defensemen, and goaltenders instead of just listing them out. So the first line, Tatar, Gallagher. The second line was Drouin, Suzuki, and Josh Anderson. Third line, Toffoli, Kotkaniemi, and Armia. And the fourth line, Byron, Evans, Lehkonen. Funny enough, our forward group, the only common name there is Anderson. I just wanted to point that out. That's the only common name you're going to find, or common last name is Anderson. On defense, Sherratt, Weber, Edmondson, Petrie, Kulak, Romanov. Romanov making his NHL debut on the 3rd defensive pairing. I will say again, he was fantastic tonight, in my opinion. And the goaltenders, Carey Price was starting. Jake Allen was the backup. Fourth line was asked. I can agree at some point. At some points they were. Some points they were decent. Opening lineup for the Maple Leafs. I will start doing this. I'm going to list off the opening lineup for the opposing team as well as the Montreal Canadiens. Whether we're at home or we're away, I will. Actually, I got to update this as well. There we go. So are we in preseason or regular season? McDry, we are in regular season. There was no preseason this year. So we went right into regular season. This is the first game, and it matters. It matters immediately. Habs will make the playoffs this year. Habs, I don't know if I like that talk, man. Habs are looking good. Even though we lost, we looked good. Opening lineup for the Maple Leafs, meanwhile, was Joe Thornton, Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner. Second line was William Nylander, John Tavares, and Jimmy Vesey. Very surprising on that second line, Jimmy Vesey. Third line was Ilya Mikheyev, Alexander Kerfoot, and Zach Hyman. Fourth line was, I forget his name, Barabanov. I remember that, Barabanov, Jason Spezza, and Wayne Simmons. I believe it's Ivan Barabanov, I believe is his name. What is the most unusual Stanley Cup final that you can think of that hasn't happened yet? Honestly, I think I'd have to say, oh God, this is a tough one. I'm going to say Carolina Hurricanes versus the Arizona Coyotes. I think that would be a really, really bizarre Stanley Cup final, personally. What do you think of the Dubois rumors? Ryan L., I'm kind of mixed on them. On one hand, I do like them because it means we could have a very legit number one center. In my opinion, Danault is best suited as a number two center. And if it means having a forward core of, say, Danault, or Dubois, Danault, Suzuki, while giving up Kotkaniemi, for example, I do think it could be interesting. But on the other hand, Danault kind of right now puts up similar numbers as Dubois, it seems. At least if we're going off last year's. And Danault, in my opinion, is better defensively, even though I haven't watched too much of Pierre-Luc Dubois. I do think Danault is better defensively. I mean, Danault is a Frank J. Selke nominee, is a contender for the Frank J. Selke. Personally, I would like them, like I said, number one center, but I wouldn't like them because it means we likely get rid of Kotkaniemi and probably won't be able to re-sign Philip Danault. Hey, Thomas Killer, welcome to the stream, man. What's up, my guy? What a game indeed, man. Oilers look good in the power. Hey, McDry, you know, guys, that's the thing, guys. You guys are getting kind of 2 reviews in one. McDry is going to update you occasionally on the Oilers game. I'm updating you on the Habs game that already finished. You get 2 reviews in one. Subscribe, please. And actually, speaking of, guys, I want to thank you guys for 300 subscribers. Holy shit, we hit 300 subscribers. I haven't had the chance to thank you guys in a video yet or a stream. It means the world. The fact that last year in January we were at 100 and something subscribers, and a year later we hit 300 subscribers is nuts. Thank you guys very much for getting me to 300 subscribers. As a community, I wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys subscribing in the first place. So thank you all. This is very much a community, despite what some content creators think. This is genuinely a community, you know, that we put together. You guys come to the streams. You guys are the only reason I keep doing this. If no one was watching me, I honestly probably would make occasionally some videos. But the fact that I have people that are willing to listen to me and watch me stream and listen to my Habs opinions, I should say listen, because you probably can't see shit right now because of my terrible Wi-Fi. But yeah, the fact that some of you guys are willing to watch me and check me out, it's greatly appreciated. I fucking love all of you guys. Harry Rice, best hockey YouTuber ever. Hey, McDry, thank you, man. I appreciate it. He has amazing videos. I appreciate it, McDry. Underrated. Hey, Ryan L, man. Appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. I wouldn't call myself the best hockey YouTuber. I'd probably give that to Hot Take Hockey and Isles Girl 3. Roach Entertainment, even though he doesn't do that many NHL videos, he's pretty solid. Sir from the Six is pretty solid, even though he is an Oilers fan. And oh my God, there's one other. I can't remember. It's Off the Wall Hockey. I know 2 Johns in the hockey community, which is funny. It's Hot Take Hockey and then Off the Wall Hockey. Funny enough, Hot Take Hockey, Isles Girl 3, and Off the Wall Hockey, 3 people that we had on the podcast, which was the Chell and Chill podcast, which we have to start getting more done of. It's a new year. We need to start getting more Chell and Chill out if you guys want that. But opening lineup for the Maple Leafs on defense was Reilly, Brody, Muzzin Hall, Dermott, and Bogosian. Leafs fans are not going to like the name Bogosian. We'll find out why soon. Frederik Andersen was starting. I just realized I misspelled Anderson's name. That was going to bug the shit out of me. And Jack Campbell was the backup. 3 minutes before puck drop, I put, I am too hyped up. The opening video package was really fantastic. I enjoyed it a lot. It was really, really good. We got some more video packages right before the game started. Pretty solid so far. I enjoyed those as well. And I put, the season is underway. Holy shit. And the Habs and Leafs, they both started out fast and furious. Both teams were looking really solid early on. No pauses for the first roughly 5 or so minutes in the game, surprisingly. Was really a big fan of that. Martin Marincin was not playing tonight. Unfortunately, it's weird. The Leafs don't dress their best defenseman in Martin Marincin. It's sad, man. You know, it's a miracle they won without Martin Marincin in the lineup. But yeah, you know what? Sometimes they get lucky. No, but seriously, Martin Marincin. God damn it, I can't make a joke without breaking myself. But no, Martin Marincin was not playing tonight. It was Bogosian instead of Marincin, I believe. Julian Plante. Can we get some hype in the chat for my boy Julian Plante? Hockey is back. Harry in the house. Julian Plante in the house. Let's go. Carey freaking Price. A fantastic save on a 2-on-1 from Mitch Marner. Matthews could have taken the shot himself. He went to Marner, and Price made a fantastic save. Price is looking great already to start the season. Great defense by the Leafs, stopping a potential shot from Nick Suzuki with a very wide open net. And then Zach Bogosian went to the box instead of the net. Hey, Julian dabbing in the chat. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Julian dabbing in the chat. That's the only time you guys are going to get me dabbing. So don't clip that. Don't clip that. I will find you. You don't want to know what I'll do if you clip that. No, but seriously, Ryan L. Hey, Ryan L. I have to head out, but I hope everyone. Hey, Ryan L. Thank you very much for checking out the stream. I appreciate it, man. Love you, brother. Peace. Is that Julian McDry? That is Julian. Julian Pont. Oh, McDry, you just clipped that. I'm going to have to fly out to Edmonton. I'm going to have to break quarantine laws, my dude. No, but seriously, Zach Bogosian went to the box. Hey, Leafs forever. Smiley face. Hey, Leafs forever. Welcome to the stream, man. GG's tonight, by the way. Habs power play from a really bad tripping call, and I say really bad because Bogosian really didn't need to take it, man. Bogosian did not need to take a penalty there. Don't know why he did, but he did. The Habs looked solid on the power play. 4 shots for them that time. They kind of looked like a really new team. They looked like a new team out there, but the Leafs were able to kill it off. 0 for 1 on 0 for 1 this game and in the season. I'm a huge Leafs fan, but damn, Suzuki and Anderson looked amazing. Hey, I'm gonna butcher your name. I apologize. Blaze Hamilton, Mr. Hamilton or Miss Hamilton, welcome to the stream. If you're a huge Leafs fan, you know what? I appreciate any types of fans in the stream, whether you're Habs, Leafs, Canucks, Coyotes. I don't know why I'm holding up Canadiens logo with Coyotes, but you know what I mean. I hope. Mr. Hamilton, welcome to the stream. I agree, man. Suzuki and Anderson looked amazing. I am a huge Habs fan, but you know what? I do not mind Leafs fans in my chat. But go Habs, go! You guys won. Blaze Hamilton. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Hamilton. Appreciate it. Appreciate you letting me know that. But welcome to the stream. That was a fantastic game. I have to admit that was a fantastic game. Leafs were really fantastic. Suzuki and Anderson did look great. Suzuki and Anderson looked amazing. And you know what? That William Nylander kid's starting to turn out looking pretty solid tonight. Was it 2 goals and an assist? Or 2 goals and 2 assists did he get, I think? Hey, Mr. DDT. Boys, can we get some big hype for the moderator, Mr. DDT, right in the chat, boys? GG is so hyped. Go, hey, you know what, Leafs forever. You know what? Let's go Habs go for the Leafs fans in here, man. Go Habs go. Or go Leafs go in the chat. I'm so naturally saying go Habs go. Let's get some go Habs go and go Leafs go, whichever team you support, man. Yo, Nylander was a goat, man. He was fantastic tonight. Really happy I picked him up in my fantasy league. But then Tavares, Johnny T almost made it a 1-0 Toronto game, but Mikheyev actually got a stick on it, and he sent it out of the zone, or he sent it out of play. Still no score so far, surprisingly. And then the Habs went to the power play again. It was Zach Hyman getting called for delay of game. Vancouver's up 1-0. Let's go. Blaze, thank you for the update, Mr. Hamilton. Vancouver's up 1-0. I like the Canucks, so I'm very happy to hear them up 1-0. But Zach Hyman gets called for a delay of game. And the Canadiens score. It's Nick Suzuki on a rebound. Jeff Petrie shot it from the point, not scores it. As I put in my notes, he shot it from the point. It was tipped by Jonathan Drouin. I thought it was Toffoli, but it was tipped by Jonathan Drouin wide. And Suzuki got the rebound, put it in the empty net. What a big goal. The Habs go up 1-0. 1 for 2 on the power play of this game and on the season. What do you think of Sherratt's physicality? I kind of like his physicality. I'm starting to notice it a little bit more. In this first game, he had a couple decent decent chances of in being physical. He had a couple good chances, being physical. Didn't see all that much defense of him tonight. Thankfully, unlike the playoffs, he did not let in 2 goals off his stick. But I hope Sherratt can stick like this and be a little more physical. I do like Sherratt's physicality. I think him and Weber could end up being a really good pairing if Sherratt does do more defensive and physical things, while Weber is looking to be more of that offensive defenseman. I got JT and Freddie on my fantasy. Good luck tonight. Hey, thank you very much, Blaze Hamilton. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Blaze. Thank you very much. It's weird calling you Blaze because there's another guy I know, Blaze, in the community, and so I have to double check. Like, Blaze, which Blaze is this? But yo, Blaze, thank you very much for coming into the stream tonight. Oh, good night tonight, not good luck. Hey, thank you. Did you catch the battle? I caught a little bit of the Battle of Pennsylvania. I saw the first goal. It was scored by Mark Jankowski. My boy Mark Jankowski, former Calgary Flame. I did catch a bit of the Battle of Pennsylvania. It was really, really solid. When I think I stopped watching at the end of the first just to prepare for the Canadiens game. I did see it ended. Yeah, I did see it ended 6-3 for the Flyers. Really happy because I do get that game correct in my predictions. But it seemed like it was kind of an even game. I mean, from what I saw, leads kept changing. People kept tying the game up. But once the Flyers got that 4th goal, it was kind of over. But yeah, but if you got any, I picked up that young guy who got, holy shit, there's no way Joel Farabee got 4 points. Oh my God, Joel Farabee's gonna be a steal for anyone who picked him up, including you yourself, Mr. Hamilton. That's nuts. Duran had a good game. Wolverine, Mr. Wolverine, thank you for joining me. He was really, really solid. But wow, William Nylander, I have to admit, what a beauty of a slap shot, just down from the point. It's a fantastic snipe in the corners. Price could not won one game. I can't blame Price on that as well. On that at all. He was screened by both Habs and Leafs. Nylander scoring from Hall and Tavares right off the faceoff to tie the game. It was really, really good. And I put, holy shit, Galley just missed a top left corner snipe. Hall ran right into Anderson, almost cost the Leafs, but the Habs were not able to get the puck in the back of the net. Despite some really solid chances, and Anderson missing his stick as well. Thought we could have capitalized on that. Unfortunately, we just couldn't. And then Josh Anderson with 22 seconds left in the first period. What a goal right in front of the net. It's Josh Anderson tying his goal count, tying his goal count from last year, scoring his first goal of the season. And his first goal of the season, 2-1 Canadiens with a big goal. Anderson scored from Jonathan Drouin and Jeff Petrie to give the Habs a late lead in the first period. Drouin and Petrie both with 2 assists tonight. Those were the only ones they would get, but I think despite the loss, they are pretty content with their point total so far. On pace, each of them on pace for 100 and something points. They're not going to get 100 and something points. No one is going to get 100 plus points this year, but it's fun to imagine. But that is going to do it for the first period. The Habs lead it 2-1. The shots 11-7 for the Habs as well. But both teams were starting to heat up late in the period. And early on in the second period, both teams were looking slower than the first, mostly due to the energy probably just coming back to everyone. And then Wayne Simmons missed a wide open net after a pass from Jason Spezza. Thoughts on Colorado defense if you have had a chance to look at them? Mr. Hamilton, I quite like the Colorado defense, actually. They do have some really solid players, Makar and Boehm Byram. It's really weird to say Byram because you're so used to saying Byron as a Canadiens fan. But Makar and Byram, who are still incredibly young. Byram, of course, making his NHL debut tonight, unless he has already made their debut and the Blues have started. But I really like the defense they have. They are filled with a lot of depth. Of course, acquiring Devon Toews from the New York Islanders in the offseason, I think, was a really good chance. And despite missing Eric Johnson tonight because he is out quarantining, I forget if he's quarantining or if he was discovered before the game. I don't think he was discovered before the game. But he's in something involving COVID with him missing tonight's game. I still think they're covered. I grabbed 3 in my fantasy. Oh, Makar is going to be a fantastic player. Toews could be a decent depth pick. Samuel Girard, I think, is going to be really, really fantastic, especially if he plays with Cale Makar. I think he's going to be really solid, probably. But Wayne Simmons missed the wide open net, robbing Jason Spezza of his 600th assist in his career. And then I put, wow, power play to the Canadiens again. High, tough loss, but hey, you guys got a point. Lucas C., welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Lucas C., big hypes in the chat for you, buddy. It definitely was a tough loss, but hey, we did get a point. We are currently second in the North Canadian division. Well, I'm going to say North Division. The sponsored by Little John's, Little Caesars, Papa John's. Sponsored by Little Caesars, Papa John's. Canadian division. Everyone's just going to call it the Canadian division. But yeah, for sure, we definitely got a loss. We got a point, even despite the loss. And hey, Canadians do look good, though. The Canadians do look really solid. But Zach Bogosian, Bogo for Norris, 2.0, will not happen. Takes a god-awful penalty for holding Jesperi Kotkaniemi. And the Habs scored. I put, what a goal. Tomas Tatar from Alexander Romanov and Shea Weber made it a 3-1 game. And I put, what a fantastic time for the Canadians. 2 for 3 on the power play tonight and for the year so far because of the first game. We will avenge you and beat Toronto. I don't know if Boston plays Toronto unless they meet in the ECF, Eastern Conference Finals. And I don't know if I want Toronto beating the Montreal Canadiens in the first round. I'll think about it. Josh Anderson does look really good. Lucas C. We went over Josh Anderson's first goal a little while ago. He was really solid. Oh, you're a Sens fan. Do your best, Lucas C. I really want you guys to beat Toronto for me just once, at least once. But let William Nylander score like 8 on you guys. I'm winning 9-8. I need William Nylander for my fantasy. Please. Thank you. I'm desperate. And then, holy shit, we got a fight with a penalty as well. Ben Sherratt fought Ben Sherratt fought Wayne Simmons. Pretty solid fight, along with a cross-checking call, actually, originally on Ben Sherratt. The Leafs power play did pretty good with some nice chances, and Paul Byron got a admittedly nice 2-on-1 shorthanded chance, but he just couldn't score on it, and the Habs killed off the Leafs power play. 1-for-1 on the PK tonight and on the season. Do you like any non-Canadian teams? Yes, I do. I like Vancouver. No, but seriously, thinking of the divisions, I like the Islanders. I like Vegas. I like a little bit of Philly, mostly because of Gritty. I'm trying to think of the other divisions. I kind of like the Kings. I kind of fancy the Kings. They're gonna have a great future. Kind of like the Stars. I like the Stars a little bit. I kind of like the Blues just a little bit. Their underdog story from 2 years back was pretty solid. But yeah, I like a couple non-Canadian teams. Now, if you ask me if I like any Canadian teams besides the Habs, that's a different story. Yo, Gritty hype, hell yeah! I was waiting for that. TBH, hey, let's go, Dadius Toast. Thank you for that. Thank you for the question, though. Appreciate it. Holy shit, we're 40 minutes into the stream. Yeah, I gotta start trying to get these notes done faster. Like Jesus, I'm going nuts here. Where am I? Both teams were looking really solid at this point. The shots were all tied up at this point. Kotkaniemi. Oh wait, did I miss something? No, I did not. Kotkaniemi unfortunately blocking a shot from his own player or stopping a shot from happening from his own player. He's trying to play defense, but he just needs to find his proper chances. The Canadiens going shorthanded here. Josh Anderson too early in checking Jimmy Vesey. It's an interference penalty. And Nylander scored again. Nylander with his second goal of the game /year from Spezza for his 600th career assist. Big congratulations to Jason Spezza. My hat goes off to you, good sir. And Zach Hyman making it a 1-goal lead for the Canadiens. Habs are now 1-for-2 on the PK this game. Habs are now 1-for-2 on the PK this game and on the season. I got to go tough loss, but they're going to do good. Just you wait. You got my like. See ya. Hey, Dadius Toast. Thank you, man. We're at 18 likes. I just noticed, guys. Thank you so much. Jesus, we're nearing 20 likes. That's absolutely nuts. Oh, Taze gets shot. Oh God, please not Taze. Wait, Taze is back? Taze is in the game? I thought Taze was hurt though. Blaze, are you talking about Kane? Or is Taze in the game and he just got hit? That's weird. Can we all admit? I don't know, Lucas C. I really like Price's helmet. His pads could use a little bit of work, but really like his helmet personally. Might be because I like robots and shit. But what kid doesn't like? Oh, Devontae's. I'm big stupids. I am big stupids. Okay, Devontae's. That actually makes a lot of sense. Not Jonathan Taze, but Taze. Oh shit. Either Taze. Whichever Taze. That sucks. Hopefully he's able to get up from it. And if it is a concussion related issue, hopefully he's able to recover quickly. That sucks for the Avalanche and Devontae's. It sucks that in his first game as an Avalanche he gets hit in the head like that. But thank you by the way, Mr. Hamilton, for the updates on the Avalanche game. I appreciate it. Where am I? Sorry. Another penalty against the Canadiens. Nick Suzuki goes off on a holding penalty, and another bad penalty for us to take, especially late in the second period like this. And at this point, I put, and excuse the language, fucking wow. Shea Weber with a puck over the bench, and they called it a delay of game. This is the first call of the year I disagree with, actually. I'm not going to say the game was rigged or anything. I'm not going to say that, the Canadiens were paid off to lose the game. That's just weird to say personally. But what I am going to say, firstly, my water is all gone from my cup. That's delicious. Beautiful. But yeah, I'm not going to say it was rigged or the Canadiens were paid off or anything. It was just a bad penalty. The refs saw it differently than Habs fans. Most Habs fans did. Some Leafs fans probably thought that way as well. But hey, it's unfortunate, and we got to kill it off, man. Right before I go, Price's Masks legit said, "I'll be back, Terminator looking boy." Did it really? Did it say I'll be back, or does it just have I'll be back Terminator vibes? Colorado up 1-0. Burakovsky scores on the power play. Burakovsky, let's go. Mark Jankowski, Andre Burakovsky. A lot of these Kovsky guys scoring. Maybe a pattern. Hopefully the Habs have the lines gel. Yeah, Randy, and I hope so as well. I saw the Julian was doing a little bit of line shifting. I saw he was, I personally think, I believe I saw him playing Danault with Byron and Lehkonen at some points in the game. Personally, I do like that. Honestly, I do like that he is having guys gel differently. I appreciate. I do like that. However, I do think in the first game of the year against someone like the Maple Leafs, don't really do that. You want to do that against teams like the Oilers, the Jets, the Senators, teams that I don't want to say you're going to run over, but teams that you can give a little leeway and probably mix those lines up a little bit. I'll give you Hey, Blaze Hamilton, thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate it, sir. I hope to talk again soon, man. I'm live after every Canadiens game. And appreciate it. Thank you, man. Oh, vibes. All right, bye. Dottie's Toast, thank you for checking out the stream as well. Appreciate it. I disagree with you when the live game was fair. Fair in my opinion. Hey, Marcus Hunt, I appreciate you, man. I definitely agree. I respect anyone who has a different opinion as well. I personally don't think it was all that fair. But if you think differently, if anyone else thinks differently, I don't mind that at all. If you disagree, I'm not going to all of a sudden ban you and say, don't watch my content. I was going to be like, all right. Sucks we disagree, but you know what? Whatever. Cool. Fantasy points, Lucas C. Fantasy points for sure, man. Horvat, Suzuki, Burakovsky, Hart. Let's go. Jesus, that's nuts. Yeah, I need to see more of Armia, Kotkaniemi to fully work together better. I thought they worked well, personally. I think they gelled a little bit on. They had some decent chances. Kotkaniemi to Toffoli. I think they need to blend a little more with Armia. I don't think Armia is necessarily up to the style and pace that Kotkaniemi and Toffoli are gelling at. I think if you replace Armia with, for example, Lehkonen, if you swap out Armia and Lehkonen, I think Lehkonen could work pretty well with Kotkaniemi and Toffoli. But I do think with some gelling, I do think Armia could fit well on that third line. He has his moments where he can be fast, and he looks like a potential top 6 guy. But I definitely think Armia looks. I think Armia, like I said, with some gelling, he could definitely fit on that third line. I personally want to see Suzuki given even more. Marcus Hunt, I don't know about giving him even more playing time because I think he was out there for something like 20 something minutes. I think he's given just the right amount of ice time. I personally think he was given the right amount of ice time for someone in his second year in the NHL. I think Suzuki definitely has the opportunities that the Habs are giving him. But I personally do like the Habs giving Koki and Suzuki this big amount of ice time because it does show that they aren't necessarily forcing him into a first line center. It's like, hey, we'll play you here, here, and here. We'll give you those opportunities that you need to be able to develop and play well with these players that you're with. I do like that. I do want to see him give him more ice time, but I don't want to see him forced into, for example, the first line role working with Tatar and Gallagher. I'd rather see that progress over time. For example, like if we don't re-sign Danault, then yeah, I'd like to see us start to slowly phase Suzuki into that first line, mixing up the lines a bit, putting Suzuki at that first line. But I don't want to see him given like an insane amount of ice time just yet, but I do like the ice time we're giving him now. I can respect your opinion. I do think Suzuki, given how well he did play, could deserve more ice time, but I think leaving him where he is right now would probably be best for the Canadiens. I saw Kotkaniemi work better physically against the boards, held up his own, especially after I heard, Kotkaniemi bulked up quite a bit in the offseason. I do like that. Plus in, I forgot where he was playing. I forgot if it was the SHL. I think it's the SHL where he was playing. He was held off. The reason he didn't score that much is because everyone was focusing on him. Kotkaniemi was the only guy that the players were focusing on his team, so he wasn't able to get many chances. And when he did, he looked really, really solid. And the fact that he bulked up, I think definitely helps his chances in the NHL because he's not the only guy. And the fact that Kotkaniemi isn't the only guy that people have to be worrying about on the Canadiens. The fact that it's like everyone almost, I think that definitely helps his chances and potentially getting some good chances. He had some good chances tonight, but I think he's definitely going to get more of those scoring chances against teams like Ottawa and Edmonton, Winnipeg, and Ottawa for sure. Like most players likely should. I'm starting to not like 3-on-3 overtime I'm not starting to like 3-on-3 overtime. Yeah, it seems like every OT game ends with a 2-on-1. It does seem to be that way, Lucas C. It seems to be either a 2-on-1 or it's a breakaway. I do like the breakaways personally. It is really interesting, but yeah, I definitely see why you don't like them. I personally don't like it as well because it seems most of the time it ends in a 2-on-1 or a breakaway. I think 4-on-4 would be personally, I think 4-on-4 would be better, but 3-on-3, I don't mind it. I think it gives a lot of scoring chances, and I personally like 3-on-3. I can see why some people wouldn't. Price pads are fire. Hey, Marcus Hunt, that's awesome. Suzuki had a crazy deke. I really liked that one. Saw too many screens against Price tonight. Yeah, Randy, and I saw some screens against Price in the first and third especially. Like that Nylander goal, it was scored because of a screen from both sides of players. But yeah, I definitely agree. We do need to work on that physical bit a little bit more in terms of getting people clear from the net. But yeah, I see where you mean. I see what you mean. I agree. Vegas versus Colorado OER is going to be lit. Yo, that would be sick, Marcus Hunt. One last thing. What happened to Mete? He used to have all the hype, now not even in the lineup. We have Romanov. We have a solid top 6 at this point, it seems. Mr. Hamilton. Price and Sherratt is really solid, even though Mete did used to be with Weber. Even though, Mete used to be with Weber. It seems Sherratt has been really, really solid. What am I saying? Yeah, Mete used to be with Weber, but it seems Sherratt and Weber do click now. Edmondson and Petrie, we get that to fit that physical checking defenseman in Edmondson, mixing with the offensive style of Petrie, who while he can be physical and defensive at some points. And then Kulak, who's a fantastic defensive defenseman in my opinion, and Romanov, who I think is a really, really solid two-way defenseman. Even though Mete is a bit of an offensive defenseman, I do think I do think personally Mete will get into the lineup at some points. I think that's the only reason we have him as a healthy scratch is because we don't have enough room for him. But I do think there are going to be some nights where we play, for example, 11 forwards and 7 defensemen to give Mete a chance to get into the lineup. I think we could maybe end up technically playing Mete as a forward as well. My dad especially thinks that Mete should be a forward, and I agree to some extent. He does have the speed of forward. But I think as a defenseman, he works because defensemen are starting to get a bit smaller. And then even though the smaller and bulkier, Harry, how dare you watch the NHL? Join me and boycott the league because of these disgusting helmet ads. Twitter idiots 21. Lucas Seaman, I definitely don't see why people are complaining about the ads. I was watching the Habs Toronto game. It completely slipped my mind to look out for the ads. Literally, I didn't notice them once. Like, genuinely, I was like, the start of the game, like when they zoomed in, I forgot on who it was, and he had the giant, not the giant, but he had the Bell logo. The only reason I noticed it is because it's blue on white. It's blue on white, so that's going to be noticeable. But when they were like zooming out or even zooming in for the most of the game, like I didn't notice it all that much, personally. Yeah. Only way my take gets in is if there are injuries to the current lineup, or if we do decide to go with 11 forwards and 70, like I mentioned, Randy. But yeah, if there's any injuries to the current lineup, that seems like the time Mete gets in. Yo, big rips to Joey Moss. Can we get some rip Joey Moss in the chat, boys? Thank you very much. Marcus and Luca, thank you. Where am I? Okay. The Leafs scored on the impending 5-on-3. John Tavares scored his first of the year. Marner and Anderson assisting on that. Frederick Anderson, not Josh. Frederick Anderson. It is 3-3 tied, and the Habs have choked a lead in their first game in 4 months. 1 for 3 on the PK now. They have to kill off this Weber penalty. And they do to end the second period. It was a tied game, 3-3. The shots are 21-18 in favor of the Leafs. Both teams need a great third period, and it'll be very intense. And the Habs early on, they kill off the rest of the Weber penalty, now 2 for 4 in the PK, icing early in the third, and we score. Josh Anderson with his second of the game / year to make it 4-3 Montreal Canadiens. Nick Suzuki and Joel Edmondson assisting on that goal. What a chance for the Canadiens. It was almost turned into Suzuki's second of the night, actually. He batted it home just to make sure we scored. You honestly got to love seeing that, where he's like, no, fucking bat it in just in case I need to score, or just get it in just in case, But Anderson already doubling the amount of goals he had last year and this year, 2 goals in 1 game. Absolutely nuts. I believe they said it's his sixth 2-goal game of his career. Comparing last year with Cousins, Wheel, Thompson, Foley, and Domi, I would rather have Anderson, Toffoli, Evans, Romanoff in the current lineup. I agree, Randy. I love Nate Thompson. He's a fantastic fourth-line center. Foley, personally, comparing, for example, Cousins to Anderson. Anderson, no doubt. Anderson had a really bad year with 4 points, but I do think he can definitely rebound, and he has shown so far technically he does rebound, doubling his amount of goals already. Cousins is decent. He's a decent fourth-line talent. Wheel to Toffoli. obviously, Toffoli, he's a former 20-goal scorer who can still put up 20 goals. I believe he's had a 30-goal season as well. Weedle is decent, but I definitely would prefer Tyler Toffoli. Evans to Thompson. Personally, I might take Thompson just a little bit over Jake Evans, even though personally, I do think Evans is younger. I think Evans is obviously younger, but I do think Evans has a little bit more offensive side to him. I think Tom is kind of decent. And then comparing Foley to Romanov, definitely Romanov. And then Domi to no one. Or if you want to compare Domi to Romanov head on, I do think Anderson is going to have a bit of a better season than Domi. Even ignoring the fact that Anderson's played one game, Domi hasn't played any so far. I definitely would rather have. I agree with you, Randy. I definitely agree with you. I feel Marner will have an amazing season. My hot take is 30 goals. That's nuts. Yeah, Marcus Hunt, 112 goal pace for Josh Anderson. He's not going to get anywhere to that. I think maybe 15 goals, 20 goals at the max. But if he somehow actually does score 112 goals, which is never going to happen, but if somehow that happened, I would lose my mind. I would genuinely run out in the street naked if Josh Anderson gets 112 goals this year. And now this is the part where I cut, and suddenly it's April, and Josh Anderson has 112 goals. My hot take is Stützle wins Calder. That could be interesting. I could see that happening. 45 points for Stützle or for Anderson. Which one are you talking about, Luca? I see Allen in the second Oiler game or the second Canucks game. Me too, Randy. I think with a lot of these back-to-backs, I think the idea for Bergevin is absolutely you get Jake Allen. He's a really solid backup. You can play them in the back-to-backs. Absolutely, you can run with that personally. I really like that. But yeah, Josh Anderson scored. And finally, we're in the third period. Stützle, 45 points. That could be interesting. I definitely think Stützle is going to be the most interesting player to watch on the Senators this year by far. No offense to the Senators, just Stützle, like drafting third overall. Like you get Tim Stützle, probably, in my opinion, hot take, very likely to be the best player in the draft this year, ignoring the fact Caden Goulet and Jan Mysak are on the Canadiens. Yeah, Randy, and I know Julian makes the decisions, but I think Bergevin's mindset was, all right, let's go out, let's get a second goalie who can be a really solid backup. I think personally that would be I think that personally was Bergevin's mindset, and I think Julian probably had the same thing, because I feel like Julian was probably like, we need a backup, we need a good backup. Bergevin saw Allen was getting shipped by, or heard Allen was getting shipped by St. Louis, and was like, hey, we'll give you a fifth, we'll give you a fourth, and we'll do a seventh swap because I'm Mark Bergevin and you're going to accept this. And whoever the St. Louis Blues GM is like, okay, Bergevin, you're not going to fleece me at all. We need to get rid of this cap because we got to sign Pietrangelo. And then they couldn't re-sign Pietrangelo. I don't want to hate on Blues fans. It sucks that they couldn't re-sign Pietrangelo. It's weird. Why do I see Dumba in either Nashville or Ducks jersey? Me too, honestly, Marcus. I kind of see Dumba in a Nashville or Ducks jersey. I see him more in a Ducks jersey person. A Ducks jersey. In a Ducks jersey, personally, me personally. Umlet Heif. Lafreniere, Rookie of the Year, hands down, Randy. Wow. I'm surprised you're going with the kind of obvious choice of Lafreniere. I have him in some of my sim leagues. Not sim leagues, fantasy leagues. Personally, I do have to go with, I think Stützle could be Calder. I think Ilya Sorokin. The Islanders for the past 5 to 10 years have proven themselves to get really good goaltenders. Philip Grubauer. The hell did they get Philip Grubauer? Silmian Varlamov, the other goalie from Colorado. Robin Lehiner. Big Alice Girl shout out. Ilya Sorokin, Yaroslav Halak. They've proven themselves to get really solid goaltenders, and I genuinely think, even though they do play a defensive system, I definitely think that the Islanders with Ilya Sorokin will be able to do pretty well this year. Don't get me wrong, Byfield was drafted. Yeah, Marcus, I agree. Like Byfield, like LA did need a defenseman. They didn't really need a center. But Stützle, if we're going BPA, if we're going best player available, it should have been Stützle number 2, in my opinion, personally. I do think it should have been Stützle number 2 if we're going BPA. I think Byfield's going to be a really solid defenseman. I think he is going to be really solid, but I do think it should have been Stützle number 2 overall. Just because, like I said, best player available, in my opinion, at number 2 was Tim Stützle. Stützle, Sisterk and Kaprizov and laugh. Oh, Kaprizov is going to be nasty in Minnesota. Hot take, I'm going to be honest, Kaprizov might lead the Wild in points. I'm going to be completely flaming hot take. People are saying he's going to be good. I predict him to lead the Wild in points, honestly. I think he's going to help carry the help carry the Wild into the playoffs, potentially. Thank God for LA thinking that Byfield will be... Byfield is a centerman, isn't he? Byfield is a center, isn't he? Byfield's a center. By the way, can we get an hour-long hype, boys? I've been streaming for an hour. I should have been wrapped up like half an hour ago. Hot take, Vegas will get the first in the West. Hey, that'd be pretty solid. Byfield go to D-man. But they have a C in Turcotte. Yeah, exactly. They have a centerman in Alex Turcotte. Alex Turcotte? Yeah. No one clip that, please. Don't clip that. Where the hell am I, actually? Where am I? The Canadiens starting to look really solid now, trying to hold off the Maple Leafs with some nice chances. But the Leafs also looking really good at some points. Really bad missed tripping call on the Leafs. This is the one that I really especially noticed. Really bad missed tripping call on the Leafs. Habs should have been going to the power play. Can't give a reason for the refs missing that one at all. And then Jimmy Vesey scored. Jimmy Vesey scored on Carey Price. Tied up hockey game in 4-4 once again. Duran shot it. It went off the ref. You can't even blame Price on that one. He was literally looking the other way. He was expecting the puck to go around the boards. Didn't even see it go off the ref. Honestly, I will personally still argue, and you guys can say I'm biased, but I'm genuinely going to say, even if this was the Canadiens scoring, I still think any goal being directly scored because of something involving the refs, if it goes off the refs, the player picks it up and puts it in the net, it should be called back, in my opinion. Even if it was the Habs. If the Habs won in overtime because the puck went off the ref and someone just picked it up and put it in the net, I genuinely think that should be called back. I don't think any goal I personally don't think any goal where it directly influences the ref or it directly happens because of the referee, because they're not an actual player in the game, I think it should be called back personally. Now, that's not just me giving an excuse because the Canadiens would have won 4-3. Who knows? The Leafs maybe would have used that to rally, like, hey, you know what? They called this back. Let's just go out and score again. Let's get that actual fourth goal, you know? I think that should have been the case. Holtby just got slashed in the butt. Holtby's now on LTIR. Good job, Canucks. You got Holtby, and now he's on LTIR for getting slashed in the butt. Is he actually hurt, or is it just something funny, like a just little minor thing? But Jimmy Vesey scored. Very surprising. A German Waugh, a first maybe? Nicholas Waugh? Oh, a German Rookie of the Year. I'm fucking... Why am I still alive? How do you guys follow me? Why do you guys follow me? A German Waugh. Can you guys just unsubscribe now? A German Waugh. I'm done. A German Rookie of the Year first, maybe. I think that actually is a first of a German Waugh. I think a German Waugh would be a first. It's a joke. Okay, he actually is fine then. All right, cool. Yeah, it's a joke. Yeah, thank you, Luca. If he was actually on LTR because of that, I low-key would have laughed. It would have been unfortunate, but I would have laughed. Oh, wow, 1-1. Which game? Vancouver, Edmonton? Hashtag German Wall. Yamamoto. Oh, Yamamoto. I will admit, Yamamoto is hype. Yamamoto is decent. Leafs and Habs are starting to kind of light things up. Oh, they're starting to light things up, picking up the pace of this game. Romanov Rookie of the Year, yo. Romanov getting Rookie of the Year would be luck. I would love that, man. Romanov being like the winner of the Calder, Alexander Romanov. Like, oh, I'd love that, man. I would absolutely love that. More fantasy points to Yamamoto. Lucas C, Jesus. Oh my God, yeah, you picked up Yamamoto in the fantasy league. As long as you're not facing me, I'm fine with you getting those fantasy points. Amazing goal. Oh shit, how'd he score it, Marcus? But Austin Matthews, he hit the goal post. What a great chance for him. And the rest of the third period, both teams just kind of keep it slow. Some decent chances. They didn't want to risk anything over ending in regulation, really. And to overtime, we will go. It is tied 4-4. The shots being 30-30. I put Philip Deneau, what are you doing? Deneau got a breakaway, kind of went slow motion, and then missed. He missed a not wide open net, but he missed hitting the net. Would have been really, really good. Marcus is streaming the game here. Yo, Randy, and let's go. Marcus, you're streaming the game. Let's go. One-timer on his knees sliding. Damn. One-timer on his knees sliding. That's sick. Yo, 4DJ, goddamn, you're sexy. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I'm not wearing a shirt on this. I'm not taking my shirt off. I'm not taking my jersey off, though. The only time I will do that is big donos. Big donos. I will take the jersey off with no shirt underneath. No, but seriously, for DJ, if you're being serious, thank you very much. I appreciate the compliment. If you're capping and memeing, appreciate the meme. Because I don't think anyone can find this sexy. If you guys can, let's put a W in the chat. I tried trading Yamamoto to Rebro for Stützle, and he said no. Big rips to Rebro, man. Lucas C, man. Like, honestly, I would have probably done that. Actually, I probably wouldn't have done that either, just because I like Stützle. But for Rebro, I don't know about that, man. Rip. Let's go. Big Nick Allen hype. Have a good night. See you Saturday. Go Habs. Go. Randy N. See you on Saturday, man. I think we play Friday, so that actually is really funny because I think I'm probably going to be streaming on Saturday, technically. But go Habs. Go, Randy N. Thank you for coming to the stream, brother. Appreciate it, despite our differences on the Habs sometimes. Thank you for checking out the stream always, man. Good luck with what you got to do. Have a good night as well, man. Hell yeah. But Frederick Anderson made a fantastic save, stopping Tyler Toffoli from getting the game winner. Almost went 5-hole. If Leafs over Habs, if Leafs over equal Habs, bull tears equal true. Mike Lewis, I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. I never took math. I never took that advanced math. I am a high school dropout because we were moving so much and I never had time to get back into high school. It's a quick little summarized version. But thank you for that, Mike Lewis. I need to get back into math. I don't even know what 2 + 2 is anymore. It's depressing. I don't want to talk about it. No, but seriously, my team name is Stützle Squad. Yeah, he needs to be on your team, man. Just like with Galley Rally, man. He needs to be on my team as well. Got easy 2 assists on fantasy. Yo, for DJ, let's go. Easy 2 assists from fantasy team from Petrie. I think I have Petrie in 1 or 2 of my leagues, so that's an easy 2 points for me as well. Really happy about that. Lol, it's a programming thing. I would not have known that, Mike Lewis. Maybe my friend, actually. Maybe my friend. His name is DDT Regulator. I don't know if he's lurking or whatever. He might have gotten that, actually. He might have gotten that. Hello, Dan Lex QC. Dan Lex Quebec. Welcome to the stream, man. I take it you're a fellow Montreal Canadiens fan. 2 + 2 = 4. Thank you, Lucas. See, I forgot what 2 + 2 equaled. Like I said, it's depressing. I don't want to talk about it. Romanov, Russian Wall. Let's go, Randy. And Romanov, Russian Rookie of the Year, baby. Let's go. For campaigning officially, Romanov for Calder. The chemistry between Draisaitl and Yamamoto, yeah, man. That chemistry is just really solid for them. Really, I hope Draisaitl got an assist because I think I have Draisaitl in one of my leagues. That would be really fun. They lost. Yep, Dan Lex. Sorry, Dan Lex. Unfortunately, our Montreal Canadiens did lose, but I mean, hey, he's still got a point. It was an overtime loss. And speaking of that overtime loss, Paul Byron. What is Paul Byron doing? I'm in 3 fantasy leagues. Jesus, Marcus. Let's go. I put Paul Byron. Honestly, Paul Byron maybe cost us this game. Stützle over Romanov. Lucas C. We'll find out. We'll find out as early as tomorrow. I believe the Senators play tomorrow. We'll find out as late as 56 games into the season. But Paul Byron goes for a line change with a 2-on-1. Paul Byron sees John Tavares get the puck. And there's one Canadian player up. Friday versus Toronto. Thank you, Lucas C. We will find out in 2 days. Jesus, that's the first game? That sucks. But Paul Byron sees John Tavares has someone else with him with the puck, with a 2-on-1, and he goes for a line change. It doesn't matter if he's tired. Paul Byron needs to stay on the ice. I'm trying to stay quiet. I'm trying to get heated over this. Paul Byron needs to stay on the ice. Paul Byron needs to skate his ass up the ice because he's one of the speediest forwards the Montreal Canadiens have, and stick with the guys. It doesn't matter if it's Morgan Reilly chasing on the 2-on-1. It doesn't matter if it's Morgan Reilly. Morgan Reilly can score. Morgan Reilly can shoot. He has a nice shot. Exactly, Lucas C. Byron going for a Sunday skate, man. He's like, oh my, like Hot Take Hockey put it the best. He was like, oh my legs are sore. I'm tired. I'm going for a line change. It's a 2-on-1. And the Leafs scored. Because of course they did. Morgan Reilly scores from John Tavares. And I think I think it's John Tavares and I think Austin Matthews got the assist. I think, I forget. But the final score is 5-4 Toronto. The final shot's 34-32 Toronto. And I have to admit, what a back and forth game to end the season, or to start the season. It was fantastic. It was a great game, even though the Canadiens did lose. Honestly, it was a fantastic game. That sucks that it ended so shortly. It honestly should have gone to a shootout. I think it would have been fantastic going to a shootout with the Maple Leafs. And yeah, it sucks it ends this way, but big GGs to the Maple Leafs. Hope he's showing why he was picked up by Canucks. Is he doing bad, or did he just let in another one? Cheers. Hell yeah, man. Marcus Hunt, even though this glass has nothing in it, big cheers to 55 more regular season games. And hopefully, 16 wins in the postseason for the Canadiens. Or 16 wins in the postseason for the Vegas Golden Knights, whichever one makes it further. And if we both make it to the finals, well, then shit. I don't know what we're doing. Randy, yeah, now, I don't know if 2 times 2 equals... Wait. Don't clip me, guys. Don't clip me. Don't clip me. $13 saves and 14 shots. That's good. All right. I know 14 minus 13 is 1. I know how math works. Please. Thank you, guys. But an interesting note before I end the stream, because I clearly am talking, I don't know what I'm saying anymore unless it's in written form right here. Interesting to note, the Canadiens led in hits. I put shots, but led in hits 32-14. So them getting tougher didn't mostly work tonight. We definitely laid the body a lot against the Canadiens, against the Maple Leafs, sorry. Maple Leafs were not hitting all that much, which is really surprising, personally. Given they had Simmons, they have, in my opinion, from what I've seen of him, Barabanov is able to hit. So it was really surprising the hits weren't more. But you know what? Hey, I'm happy the Canadiens did lead in hits, which was funny enough, as the hockey guy mentions, because I'm not going to take credit for this. The hockey guy did mention typically the team who leads in hits is typically the team that has the puck less, which it seemed to be just about equal actually this game. Hey, you betcha. Welcome to the stream. If it was Vegas versus Montreal, it would be a great series. I agree, Marcus. Just prep that. Yo, Randy, I gotta get that white sweater all nice and shiny on Wednesday. I don't know why I'm kissing this jersey, but I gotta get that white jersey shined up, man. I gotta get it looking nice for Friday, man. Good night, Randy. I hope you have a great night, brother, and I hope to see you in the stream on Friday or Saturday, whenever the game ends and I end up streaming. But thank you very much, Randy. I appreciate it. You betcha. Way to hype yourself. Yo, you betcha, man. Hell yeah. Dan Lex. Do you think that Frolik or Perry will take the place of Evans, even if they are not center, or they will stay on the bench? Dan Lex, personally, I think if anything, the guy to punish after tonight might be Byron. I don't think necessarily punish him, but I think like just scratch him for a game. Just be like, hey, you know what? That was one game. Let's try Perry or Frolik or whoever they want to play there. Let's try so-and-so here. Just scratch you for a game, see how it works against, I think, Vancouver's who we play on Friday. Try Perry or Frolik or whoever. But who knows? Maybe Byron would be better to play against the Canucks. Given they are more of an offensive team, the Canucks, they can hit a little bit as well. But given we had 32 hits tonight, it shows that Perry probably would have added maybe 30, not would have added, but would have made that hit counter probably 35, 36, maybe 37. But personally, I do think Perry or Frolik maybe could take the place of Evans, because I believe Frolik is actually a center, I think. So I could maybe see us doing maybe Evans out, Frolik in maybe, and then maybe Byron for Perry or maybe Lehkonen for Perry, something like that, personally. I do think we might see a very minor line change on Friday, rather it is something to the lineup, or it's literally just something on the PK or the power play units. I do think we will see a bit of a minor line change. I think it would be interesting to see Frolik or Perry come in for Evans, even if Perry isn't a center. I think it would be interesting to see that happen, or maybe even you move Byron to the center and play Perry on the wing, for example. I think something like that could be interesting. Or Frolik. I'm not ruling out the idea of Frolik coming in. I ordered a Vegas. Hey, let's go, Marcus Hunt. Vegas alternate jersey, big hype. Oilers on the power play. All right. But guys, before I do on the stream as well, I'm gonna get into the notes that I have here. Connor McDavid is only 24. That's way too young, man. Like Connor McDavid, if he can go off and score like 70 something points this year, or 80 something, 70 at least, that's nuts, honestly. Like even in 56 games, even if I hate McDavid, I don't really like him all that much. Scoring 70 points, 70 plus points in 56 games, if most of those are against the tougher teams like Montreal, Toronto, and Vancouver, that's fantastic. If he gets, say, 6 points against the Senators, all right, good for you, but you're beating up the Senators. That's like beating up the weak little nerdy kid in school and thinking you're tough. Like, no, like you fucking pick on the guy that's 6'4", and if you can beat his ass, then yeah, I'll be scared of you. It's something like that, OG Harry fan. Yo, the Puff Club, man. The Puff Club, Marcus Hunt, yo. New subscribers will join the Puff Club, man, and they don't even know it. By the way, guys, I think if the likes are accurate, I should have 20. If the likes are accurate, 20 likes, that's nuts, guys. Thank you so much for that. I did draft him first overall because who else was there to draft? Draisaitl? Like, as much as I love Draisaitl and think he's going to go off, I wanted the safe pick of McDavid. I'd rather go the safe pick of McDavid, and then if Draisaitl scores more, oh shit, yeah, I lose in fantasy, but hey, I'm actually right because boom, Draisaitl went off more. I could have gone McKinnon, but like, I feel like McDavid and Draisaitl will go off a little more this year. Personally, I think McKinnon's going to be right behind them. I think McKinnon is going to be really solid, but personally, I do think McDavid and Draisaitl could go off, especially if they're on a power play unit together. But to end the video before I do, I'm in 3 fantasy leagues. Let's go, Marcus Hunt. Big hype. I think one of them is mine. I forget. But before I do on the stream, because I've been going for almost an hour and 20 minutes, I need to rest my voice. I need to start resting my voice, I should say. I got Max, so thank you. Hey, Lucas, no problem, man. Best pick I had was 7th. Ooh, Marcus, that sucks, man. Best pick you had was 7th. That really sucks. Jeez, Marcus. I think I'm in like 5 or 6 fantasy leagues. I think 6, actually. But like I said before I end the stream, I am going to mention the stats of the Canadiens players. I'm going to go over, like I did with the big ass, not donut board or donut boards, but I might be, and what I did last year with my board. I'm going to go off my sheet here, and hopefully for the next game on Friday, I will have a big ass little. I will have a big board with me, or a little board, maybe. Who knows? Don't judge board sides before you get them. But I will give the stats. I have had 3, 11, 12. That's pretty solid. That's really, really solid. If you've gotten Panarin with either 11 or 12, that's a steal. Josh Anderson leads the Canadiens in points, as I'm saying it, with 2 goals, 0 assists for 2 goals. Suzuki with a goal and an assist for 2 assists. Suzuki with a goal and assist for 2 points. Petrie and Jerome each with 2 goals, or 2 assists, sorry. Apparently, Duran got a 3rd assist that I'm not hearing of, or that I heard of. Someone said Duran had 3 assists. I have it only as 2, unless something was changed later on, which in that case, I apologize. I'm going to warn you guys now, there will be inconsistencies. I put these stats down as they happen, like as they're revealed on TSN or whatever. Make that 4 leagues, Marcus. Jesus, let's go. 4 league hype, man. But some of these are going to have inconsistencies because I will have these written down as they happened. So, for example, Anderson, say next game he gets 3 assists, and then one of them is later turned into a goal. I'll say he has 2 goals, 3 assists, and then the next game might say 3 goals, 2 assists. For example, if he ends up not getting any points against in the next game. But that's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of this, man. Hey, Vince Carter. Yo, is that the legit Vince Carter, man? No, but Vince Carter, man. GG's, man. GG's for sure, man. Massive, massive respect to the Maple Leafs. It sucks that we lost in such a fashion, getting screwed over by our own player, Paul Byron. But you know what? Maple Leafs fought hard. So did the Habs. Leafs deserve that win a little more. GG's, man. Big GG's. Guess what I ordered? It was no way. That's sick, man. A Ryan Reeves game-worn helmet. It should be coming tomorrow. Ordered it like a month ago. Jesus. Honestly, Marcus, that's really nuts to hear because I ordered some DVDs off of Amazon on Sunday, and then they're already here. They literally came to my sister's house, I think, yesterday or something like that. I get them shipped to my sister's house because I'm not going to give her address, obviously, but I get them shipped. I get them shipped to her house because they come like in 2 days because she uses her Prime. I actually have the list of DVDs here. I'm going to wait. I'm going to make a video. I was worried of showing the actual address, but I'm going to not going to show the DVDs, but I do have the list of DVDs here. I'm going to wait until all the packages come in because holy shit, that's going to be nuts. It's going to be a great unboxing video. I think you guys are going to like it. Yeah, Lucas, man. Yeah, but Tatar, my voice is going out. They're from Vegas. That would explain it, Marcus Hunt. I think it has to. No, it doesn't have to cross the border. Wait, aren't you in Vegas, Marcus Hunt? That's weird. That's really weird. You would no. Oh, you're not the real Vince Carter. Hey, that's all right, man. If your name is Vince Carter or you're just pretending to be the legit Vince Carter, thank you for coming to the stream. Appreciate it. Yamamoto appears in plane. Oh no, Yamamoto, please no. Just get up and get up, go to the bench and ice yourself for a bit. Tatar has a goal. Romanov or Edmondson, Romanov, and Weber each have an assist. And then with no points is Yoel Armia, Paul Byron, Ben Sherratt, Philip Deneau, Jake Evans, Brendan Gallagher, Jesperi Kotkaniemi, Brent Kulak, Arturi Lehkonen, and Tyler Toffoli. But Sherratt has a fight. That is what I'm going to be tracking this year, something as well. I'm going to be tracking fights, who ends up getting penalty shots and shootouts, who performs in the shootout. And I'm also going to be tracking who gets not breakaways. That would be too many, but I'm going to track who gets shootout attempts and who gets penalty shots, as well as fights, because fights are easy. All right, the draft of gloves or whatever. Ben Sherratt, extra fight. Oh, you're in Calgary right now. That would explain, because it has to cross the border, Marcus. Probably like, what the fuck is this big ass package? Open it's a helmet. Why is this guy ordering a helmet? You know. The Mr. Greedo, this season does feel odd, man. Like, no one's in the stands yet. It's really weird, man. It's really, really weird. Jake Evans, that last pick. Yo, Lucas C. Jake Evans was the last pick, man. Thankfully, I switched him out immediately. I forget who I picked, but I'm really happy I switched him out. I'm dual citizenship. Canada and America. We came to Canada and stayed here in Topan. Hey, Marcus Hunt. Hopefully you're enjoying your time in Canada during this pandemic. Hopefully you are enjoying it, man. And Rick Nelson, big rips, man. Can we get some big hype for the boy Rick Nelson, not the best moderator, the second best moderator. I can't put him above Mr. DDT because Mr. DDT's a homie, man. Mr. DDT's a homie. Rick Nelson, I will say, is the second best mod overall. The first best mod that is not someone that I talk to often on Discord, I will say. So, Rick Nelson, you're first in something, buddy. You're first in something for the channel. And I will also mention the first person to send me something off of my Amazon list, which you guys can find in the description. That's a smooth transition, boys. Yeah, boys. Yeah, let's go. Rick Nelson hype in the chat. Thoughts on Sens this year? Vince Carter, I personally think the Sens are going to be decent. I personally think they're going to be better than the Oilers because the Senators actually have depth and they have decent goaltending with Matt Murray, and I think they're running with Anders Nielsen. Not Anders Nielsen. I forget who they're running with. The guy that was really awesome last year. He lost like all of his games in overtime. But I think the Sens are going to be decent. I don't think they're really going to get into the playoffs. I think they will be looking at like, damn, could they get into the playoffs? Like, could they? Maybe, you know. I think the Sens could be decent this year. Not as bad as everyone says they will be, though. I don't even count this as a season. Mr. Greedo, that's really surprising, honestly. I'm surprised you don't count it as a 7, as a C. I should just end here. I should just end here. What am I even saying? Thank you guys for the 20 likes, by the way. Holy shit. I don't even count this as a season. Mr. Greedo, I'm surprised. Personally, I think this is actually a good time to count as a season. It's an incredibly unique season. Yeah, I would count this as a season, honestly. It's a really, really nice one. It's going to be really interesting to see who wins the cup. I've drafted Broberg. Yeah, Lucas C., I'm really proud of you drafting Broberg to piss off Ray Bro. Really love that. And I love that he picked Bouchard just to release him like 2 minutes later. Like, he picked him, and then like 2 minutes after the draft, he just replaced him with I think it was Tyson Barrie or something like that. He replaced him with Darnell Nurse, actually, I think it was. But it's just like, Jesus. Yeah, boys. Yeah, let's go, Rick Nelson. I'm a Leafs fan. Hey, Cameron Knox, you know what? Welcome to the channel. Even though I am a Habs-centric channel, if you want to join and hear me talk about Habs and Leafs games, then you know what? Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it, Cameron. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. I was born in, okay, I'm not going to read it out just in case, but born in, moved to when I was 7. Now we have a home in both and. Hey, that's pretty sick, Marcus, honestly. I think it would be pretty cool owning a house in the American territory that you live. I think that'd be really, really awesome. I think that'd be really cool to have a house there. Apparently they're like really cheap from what I've heard. Or is the hotels. It's either the hotels or to have a house there. I forget which. But hey, Calgary, that sounds pretty sick, man. And being born in that first place you listed, that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. I seem to know a lot of people from there for some reason. Not for some reason, but it's funny. I seem to know a lot of people that are from there. How stressed out were you doing that overtime? I was stressed out I was so stressed out during that overtime, man. Like, honestly, Cameron, like, it was just like Jesus. Like, I was wanting the Habs to win. When Byron got on that breakaway and missed, I was like, well then, there's that. There's that. but then Byron goes off on a shift on his during a 2-on-1, and the Leafs score the game winner, and I was like, of course. Why wouldn't that happen? And I immediately called out Byron. I was like, Byron, what are you doing, man? Honestly, I think I want to try and get like an SD card for my camcorder, or get a new camcorder, I should say, or probably get a better camcorder and set it up and just record my reactions during some Habs games, honestly. Like, if we ever have any afternoon games, I'm definitely going to try and record myself, because I don't think I'll be able to stream downstairs, unfortunately. Let's go. Yeah, road to 300 subs was complete, Rick Nelson. Let's go. Road to 400. Yo, we're on that road to 400 subs. And actually, I'm going to do a stream. I'm going to do a stream in a couple days, I think. Personally, I'm going to do a stream in a couple days, and I'm going to talk about my plans for 2021. Actually, I'm going to talk about my plans for 2021, content growth, in more ways than one for the channel, not just in subscribers, but potentially other platforms. And I'm going to talk about different avenues I want to take the channel in. But Rick, thank you, man. Road to 300 subs was complete, man. Let's go for sure. Definitely on the road to 400 subs, maybe beyond. Wait for that stream, and we'll all find out. Habs version of Steve Dangle, Avens Carter. I appreciate you comparing me to really, really entertaining Steve Dangle. I don't think I'd really consider myself a Habs version of Steve Dangle, because I don't really get like super pissed and super expressive during streams. I try and stay calm and level-headed for the most part, and just recap the game a lot. But I appreciate you comparing me to Steve Dangle, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, Lucas, see, we hit 300 during the Corey Perry stream, man. That was really, really fun. And yeah, Rick Nelson, if you want to go back and watch that Corey Perry live stream, I don't know if you did, and you just brought it up now about the road to 300 subs, but that is appreciated. But if you want to go back and check that out, I forget where exactly it is during the 300 during that Corey Perry stream, but it was really fun. Hey, Marcus Hunt, I appreciate it, man. You're a Vegas fan. You really enjoy my content. We're in a different conference, but your videos are sick. Marcus Hunt, I appreciate it, man. I remember Montreal and Vegas games are always nuts. They're always insane. Someone's coming back. Someone's having an insane game. Both teams are playing out of their mind. It's ending 1-0. Like, all the games are fantastic, man. All the Vegas Montreal games are fantastic. I wonder what Steve Dangle's going to be like as well. He's probably going to be screaming that the Leafs won their first game. They're doing pretty good. I thought it was game on that breakaway. Yeah, Cameron Knox. Honestly, I thought it was probably I was expecting like, oh, come on, if Dano scores here, please just score. And then he missed, and I was like, oh, beautiful. By the way, hey, Cameron Knox, thank you for the subscriber. Thank you for the subscriber. How anyone subscribes to me, I don't know. but seriously, Cameron Knox, thank you for subscribing, I should say, to the channel. It means a lot, man. Really appreciate it. And if you like Habs and Leafs content, I'm going to be live after every Habs game, after every Habs and Leafs game, postseason, regular season, postseason, if we make the postseason. And yeah. But thank you for subscribing, Cameron Knox. My voice is really losing it. I should probably get off soon. I've been streaming for an hour and a half, which is nuts. Yeah, Steve yells more. Amazing chance for Chase on 2-1. Hey, I've watched you since episodes 27 of last season Habs recap. Marcus Hunt, thank you very much, man. I'm going to assume that is a Vancouver. I'm going to assume that is a Vancouver, Montreal, and Vegas game, I'm assuming. If not, just tell me on Discord, because I'm likely going to end the stream soon. Thank you, Lucas C, for looking for the time. Hey, man, how old are you? I missed you, man. James Berry, I miss you, man. Hey, James Berry, I miss you, man. Lucas C, if you want to comment that in the Corey Perry stream, if you want to comment 3720, I'll actually pin it. I'll pin it so people can see the 300 subscriber reaction. I'll pin it so more people like Rick Nelson can access it easily instead of watching the whole thing or stream or skimming through it, the whole stream. But yeah, James Berry, I'm 18. I turned 18 in July. If you want to go back on the channel, I had some birthday streams, but yeah, man. How old? But yeah, James Berry, I miss you as well, man. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Hoglander for this first NHL game, or is it first NHL goal? Let's go. Niels Hoglander. I got his name right. Niels Hoglander. Let's go. 501 timer. 2:31 left in the 2:31 left in the second. Let's go. That was disgusting. My apologies. I think it was Carolina. Leafs Habs games are awesome. Hell yeah, Cameron Knox. I agree. We've officially reached 1:30 in the stream. That is nuts. I have to end stream. I have to end stream soon. It's weird. It sucks. So many people are coming in, man. It sucks. So many people are coming in. I finished the recap. That sucks. I think it was that makes sense. Habs Carolina. That actually makes sense. Leafs Habs games are awesome. Cameron Knox. I agree, man. I agree, Cameron Knox. Eric Bore. Welcome back to the channel. I don't know if you changed your name. If not, I apologize. I do not remember you. My apologies, man. Hey, James Berry, how old are you? 18, man. Turned 18 in July. Do you remember me? Absolutely, James Berry. I absolutely remember you, man. You're in Hot Take Hockey streams often, if I remember correctly. Hey, Slapshot Hockey, welcome back, man. Slapshot. I will just go watch Hot Take Hockey when you go. Well, you know what, guys? If you guys want, let's do something a little special. Let's do something a little fun for the night. Let's do something really interesting, guys. To end the stream, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my outro, and then we're going to do a raid to end the stream, to literally end the stream. We're going to go do a raid. Yeah, boys. Lucas C, don't go comment anything on Hot Take Hockey's stream just yet. Don't go comment anything on his stream just yet. But we are going to go do a raid. And it's funny, if he was planning to raid me, it's funny, we're crossbreeding. But I am going to raid him after I do I'm going to do part of my outro, and then we're going to go raid him. Screw it, guys. Let's go raid him now. Let's go, guys. Click on this link. Click on this link and click on the link that I just posted in the chat, or just post in the chat, and go Harry Rice raid. Comment Harry Rice raid. Comment Harry Rice raid on the stream, boys. Comment Harry Rice raid. We're gonna raid Mr. Hot Take Hockey, and then I'm gonna end the stream, boys. Let's go. Harry Rice raid. Let's go. I want to see John's reaction. The stream's probably... Yo, Harry, your reaction to 300 subs hype me up. Hey, Rick Nelson, thank you very much, man. Unfortunately, I'm going to end the stream in just a minute. I got it up. I got it up. I got the stream loaded. Hey, yo, let's go. Harry Rice raid, boys. Let's go. John's not even paying attention. Yo, John's not even paying attention. He's commentating the game. I should have waited until the end of the second period. Oh my god, I got 0 viewers apparently. There we go. Yo, is Gary Rice. Let's go, Marcus. Gary Rice raid hype. John's not noticing the raid. Yo, let's go. Is John going to notice the raid? I don't think so. Oh, I think he just noticed it. He's a nice person. Hey, tape to tape. Let's go. I'm trying to see his reaction real quick. Okay, yeah. All right, boys. So I think John noticed the raid. Let me check this out real quick. Okay, that was weird. But yeah, James Burr, he's a nice guy for sure, man. 8 viewers. Let's go, boys. 10 viewers. How did we got so many viewers, man? How did we got so many viewers? Let's go. But yeah, guys. Harris, bruh, you're the Sharks. Tape to tape. I will ban you. I will. Nah, seriously, I'm not gonna ban you. But thank you, man. Yo, John's a beauty, Luca. John's a beauty. I'm gonna shut the stream off real quick while I do the outro, just because it's probably it's very likely going to mess it up. But guys, thank you so much for coming out to the stream. My voice is killing me. I'm ending it right now. Thank you also. Yes, they lost. Typical Fortnite. Yay, I'm so happy. Hey, typical Fortnite. Thank you for coming to the stream, buddy. Even though I'm a Habs fan, if you're a Leafs fan, I don't mind at all. And hopefully you stick around. I am live after every Habs game. Thank you all so much for Canadiens lost. Yes, Fortnite. Yo, Fortnite. That's when you know it's the 10-year-olds. Let's go. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Harry. Subscribe to the Puff Club. Subscribe to the Hasty Club. Subscribe to the Sub Hub if you remember the Mod Squad. If you remember the Mod Squad, like my good boys, DDT Regulator, Rick Nelson, Isles Girl 3, Hot Take Hockey, McDry. I'm trying to remember everyone that came out to the stream today. My apologies if I forget any of the mods. I don't think I did. If I did, my greatest apologies. Randy N. I don't think actually I need to mod Randy N. Wink, wink. But thank you all for moderating the channel and the streams and the videos and all that. Thank you, Lucas C. You definitely are on the mod watch. You definitely are on the mod watch. I'm not going to get too many mods. I think I'm going to add some mods right around maybe 350 or so subs. I think I don't want to have like the chat entirely full of just moderators. I do want to wait until we get a little bigger, and so there's actually stuff for like a lot of people to look at and moderate. So my apologies, Lucas C, but I definitely will look to mod you. I'll get out need to be mod. Hey, Lucas C, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you that you don't watch just to be mod. It is greatly appreciated. I'm really happy about that. But thank you very much, and you definitely will be modded in the future, though. I'm gonna let you know now. You are definitely on mod watch. Bye, Harry. Love the streams only. Rick Nelson, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, Rick Nelson, for coming to the stream. It's always a pleasure seeing your beautiful profile picture in my stream and reading your comments, man. Thank you mods. Links in the description on my Twitter, my Twitch, my Twitter. I don't use all that often. Twitch I want to start using again. I want to start using once I can get a decent mic that can hook up to my PlayStation. Because I want to start streaming some games. I did get some new games for Christmas. I do have a video on that to be posted eventually. Also in the description is my Amazon wishlist PO box and my PayPal. If you guys do want to donate, if you guys do want to send anything via PayPal, it is greatly appreciated. You will get your name on the big ass not donor board of non-donations that will also be used partly, most likely, for Habs hockey. Maybe this little corner right here. Yeah, guys. Amazon wishlist in the PO box. If you guys do want to send anything my way, it is greatly appreciated. Never required at all. Never required, but you can if you want to. November, December this year, I will hold stuff that is received on my desk until a special Christmas Day live stream. Every other month, though, you will get a video of me unboxing if there's anyone that sends me anything. Like I said, not at all required to enjoy the channel. Not at all required to watch me. It's just something if you do want to do that and you got some spare, you don't need to spend your last $5 and send anything my way. It's greatly appreciated if you ever do want to do it. The option is there. That's what it's for. Thank you all very much. Also in the description is my Discord server. I keep forgetting to plug the Discord server. You guys can talk in there. I talk in there once in a while. I post a notification every time I go live, every time I post a video. Yeah, it's pretty lit in there. Jesus, my voice is going already. And the description, I also have my speedrunning account. Once I get a PlayStation controller that works with my computer again, or an Xbox, I'm not going to discriminate. Nintendo doesn't really work, but maybe. Who knows? Once I get a controller that works on my computer, I do want to start doing some more video game videos and some more speedrunning videos. Knock on wood, but thankfully my UFC Undisputed 2010 speedrun, last time I checked, has been protected, so there's that. Yeah, I also have the final thing in the description. This is my letterbox. It's where I rate and review movies. Very rarely I'll actually review them. Most of the time I just rate them. Yeah, you can check it out if you want to know what movies I love, unless you'd rather check out the video I made for Christmas Day last year, which may or may not be in my top 100 movies of all time of 2020, unless you'd rather wait till potentially the final video of 25 Days of Harry this year. Yeah, guys, you can also check it out if you want to know what movies I hate. I think it'd be really fun to do a video on that in the future. I think it's confirmed I'm going to do a video on that sometime this year, more than likely. Thank you all so much for watching. 23 likes is absolutely nuts in here. Thank you all so much for watching the first game of the NHL regular season. Absolutely nuts, absolutely insane. It's nuts, guys. If you're coming to the stream for the first time, or if you're recurring and you're just coming here at the end of the stream, my apologies, but I believe the full hour-and-a-half long video should be reposted. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Harry Rice. My voice is killing me. I can't wait to see you guys Friday or Saturday, whenever I end up next streaming for the next game. And I am out. I love every single one of you guys so much. Next Habs Leafs game is February 10th. Almost a month. That's going to be nuts, Cameron. Thank you for letting me know, Cameron, actually. Greatly appreciate it. My name is Harry Rice, guys. I love every single one of you guys. My name is Harry Rice, and I am out. An hour-and-a-half long stream. That is nuts. Peace.